hosting and people's spare rooms and sofa beds. They just had this idea. He'd met people through previous charity he'd worked with, Mustard Tree, and met asylum seekers, heard about them before, but actually met them face to face, heard their problems, and decided to do something about it. And his spare room and his sofa bed was a great place to start, and then he encouraged his friends, and it kind of went from there. He then cheekily asked at a church meeting if anyone had a spare house, and the Chinese pastor he'd been sitting next to did, and said, "I've got a house," and we've still got it 13 years later, and never been asked for rent and never paid any rent, which is a great blessing. And we've built over there, over the last 15 years to say 21 houses today. I think in housing procurement, the first 10 years it was fairly ad hoc. People gave us stuff here and there. A lot of our houses we get from people who have either inherited some money or don't need some money they've got but they will in the future. So the house you can see there is someone's care home budget that they don't need at the moment. So they bought that and we're using it for 10 years or so, and then at the end of the lease we'll hand it back, and well, maybe not, but she might extend it hopefully, but whenever she needs it, she's obviously got that security there. But I think one of the key things, and hopefully it came across this morning, was that our Walton helped us to have I guess understanding that there's confidence that we can do these kind of things, both from a trustee point of view, but also from potential house owners to say your house and your investment will be looked after is really key. So our normal working model, a lot of houses are saying peppercorn rent, so we don't pay rent from them, but what we do pay for is basically everything else. So, I mean, obviously some of that, we obviously have to raise the money for this stuff, so the 60% of people that we house that don't give us rent, obviously there's no rent to pay for this. And it's quite hard to sell to a funder or to anyone, can you pay someone else's electricity bill, or, especially in times of austerity, etc. So some of our refugee housing, all of our refugee housing runs at a surplus, and that helps to fund to some of this, or some staff costs, or, we don't specifically say that money goes into that pot, but it all helps. So before our autumn, we would panic at 5 p.m. calls on a Friday that a boiler was broken. We don't know what do you do about that. We were very rubbish at rent collecting. We're just too nice, and nice people don't ask for money, do they? Our housing standards were good, but they just weren't able to be maybe as good as they are now, just because our access to contractors, but also to contractors who had agreed rates and agreed standards, wasn't necessarily there before. And I think we just weren't confident that we do everything right. We were nice people trying to do nice things, but we weren't housing experts like Chris, who's been in the housing industry 35 years, or, we hadn't got that experience, so it was a learning journey in that sense. How did we start the relationship with ROAC? Initially, actually, Heather Petch, who was on the panel, did put us into contact at some point, but that didn't quite fully go to fruition at the time. But then we got a new trustee who had been at various housing associations, and at one point Sim, who was the chief executive at ROAC, was his chief finance officer. So that kind of helped birth a relationship. Actually, that bit hasn't actually done much to kind of make it work. It just helped kind of ignite it at the start. How did negotiations, how did it take? We think actually the meeting to set things up and sit down was actually quite quick. I think as Chris and Ross probably said just before, actually there was generally a great feeling. It's almost like we planted a seed in fertile ground in a way, because they, we're very similar ethos and all that kind of stuff. So the idea of us doing it was fairly easy to agree. As Chris said, they didn't, communicate the wheel in terms of a new legal agreement, but we just spent some time looking at it, because although they're very popular and housing associations know these agreements, we didn't, so we took our time to look at it. Why did it work? As I said, I think our Walton wanted it to work just as much as we did. We saw that a lot of the values matched ours, and that really helped. As was said before, I think they really bought into our vision as well. They saw that they were an organisation that started out of, minorities needing accommodation, and we're just in the same bracket. They really bore with us when we got our fine tooth comb out and went through stuff that we didn't understand, knowing that, and it just really helped us to see that, certain things that they put in place were the right things, and we just kind of went on that journey with them. And then, as was also said before, they really spread the vision of what we're doing as Boaz, but what they want to do with us throughout their organisation, which really helps. So whenever you ring them, people know when you say to Mark from Boaz, it's not who from where, it's a familiar organisation, even if they don't know me personally. I guess it's always a warm welcome there, which is great. So what do they do for us? They do repairs, which are great. As I said before, we get all our repairs done, within they've obviously got standards of what gets done in 24 hours, what gets done in 3 days, and etc. And that just really helps. So when someone rings us and says, this is broken, when will it be fixed? We can say, well, it's a this, so it'll be fixed in, within the week or whatever it is, which is really good. As I say, they usually get a better price for things. We were paying 80 odd quid on a gas safety check before, now we pay 28, which, really helps us. That someone else is bargaining on price, and even if things go wrong with contractors, we're not the ones that have to complain about it, which helps as well. They're bad in that sense. They collect rent for us, which is really handy. They have so many mechanisms to collect rent, so that just makes it easier for us to say to our clients, look, you kind of got no excuse in the way. Now, obviously there is the universal credit excuse, which is a great excuse, and we kind of bear with people on that. It's interesting, one of the ladies I sat next to downstairs before, who I think is a volunteer but is a newly recognised refugee, she was logging on to her universal credit account. It is a very real scenario. We've got some people who've had terrible dealings with universal credit, but it's just great that we can stand alongside people, I guess. And our right help is to make sure that mechanism is there to make it as easy as possible to pay the rent. And then what our act do is at the end of each month, they transfer back any rent collection minus any repairs and minus the management costs that we've agreed with them. And that just works really easy and really well for us. Slightly different to the way the industry and refugee council do it. They're actually our tenants, not our Bolton's tenants. It's just easier for us. They don't have to worry about who they're taking to court or not taking to court. They don't have to worry about any of that. The relationship is with us. They just help with that housing management and that kind of stuff, which they're good at, and we keep that relationship, which seems to work. So on the back of this, we're able to ask them for some houses. So when they bought, I think 21 houses from another housing association, they said to us, we've got a house that we think you might like. So we looked around it, the layout was going to work, and so we just identified what upgrades it needed to be up to our HMO type standard, and they plugged that into their bill of works that they had with the other houses, and it got done, and we're able to offer 4 new bed spaces for refugees. And then a little bit later, I think the following year, they said, we've bought some more, do you want another one? And it happens to be on the same street, so the spec was exactly the same, because it's just the same house but about 20 doors down. It's just worked really well. And with our act, just if anyone's interested in the financial bit of that, we pay them effectively what would be a 3-bedroom rate, which for these houses is about 130 quid a week. And obviously in the last few years we've had a reduction every year as well, which has been great. This year they've obviously put it up, but that's fine. We then rent each room out at 86 per week, which means that we make a surplus effectively with a 4th bedroom, which then helps fund the rest of our work. So not only do we get great accommodation, but there's that input from the house to kind of fund some of Boaz's work. Why has our act helped us? It's certainly improved the quality of our stock. As I said before, repairs get done quicker and easier. Income has definitely increased. We just love that we're not responsible directly on the phone on a Sunday night for repairs. Even though I do get the occasional text message on a whenever to be able to sit on a panel like we just did before with Chris, but also just to have them talk to other people and say, Boaz are this, and it helps with the rapport that we get with other people, I think, and that just, it really, really helps us. We have actually just, our 21st house, we've taken on from a private landlord. We got some specific funding that meant we could afford a higher lease on a property. So it's a little bit of a, I guess, of a project to see if it works, but so they're not going to manage, our ultimate manage this house, it will be the landlord, although we know him quite well already, but it's, you know, we did have, well, before we took on our we did have the choice to kind of use someone who was in a similar situation and could offer that housing management and rent collection, but we just felt that the whole organisation that Ararak embodied would actually make it better, and that culture of that organisation matched ours a lot better. So when a client needed help, they would see an organisation, not just a one-man band who was making a profit. What does the future look like? Well, we still have quite a big waiting list. We worked out this week that if we stop taking referrals, it would take us over 5 years to kind of get through everyone on our waiting list in terms of housing though. So you could say that we should do more, we could do more. It's something that trustees are looking at over the next month in terms of strategy, but obviously to kind of to grow in terms of bed spaces, we need more houses, and obviously if we're going to offer the support, we need more staff, and therefore we need some money for salaries, and also office space, you know, for staff and the sport activities that we run. So, you know, it can take a lot of effort just to do that a little bit more. But you know, I think what is great for us is that having our just gives us that confidence that we can grow, and it's given our trustees the confidence that we can grow, and also, you know, hopefully it gives us, you know, the staff, you know, that we're not the stuff that we can focus on the stuff that we need to do, like the support, rather than worried about, you know, if a boiler is going to break down, what do we do, and things like that. In terms of challenges, I think as Chris kind of alluded to before, when we're a small cog, we're trying to put the big machine. It's hard, and sometimes it does grind. You know, when we try to put the car in a gear, but it's still revving. And we do need to make sure the cog goes in the right place, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily work. And I think one of the things is just when we have those conversations with housing associations, making sure that does go through the right people and down to the right level. And as I just said before, making sure our trustees know where we're at and what we're capable of, and so that we've kind of got that flexibility to be able to move when we need to move. And just lastly, key lessons. We found we really need to be clear on our purpose. You know, we've been saying for the last, it feels like at least 6 years, you know, life in all schools for those seeking sanctuary going to Manchester, which is just, it just really helps to be able to say that. If someone says, why are you here? You know, that is why. And just very clearly, you know, so if it's a housing association or whoever it is, this is what we're trying to do. And I think as well, thinking through how whoever you're speaking to can maybe help you meet that need. You know, so with Ararak, it was very clear they could help housing management, help with rent, and help with actual houses. Make friends and develop partnerships. We certainly feel that Ararak ought to know our friends, you know, as well as, you know, we obviously have a contract with them. You know, we've got bits of paper that says we'll do this and they'll do that, but we do feel like we're partnering with them, and you know, they will donate to various things that we do, and we go on to their fun days and staff conferences or whatever it is. It feels good to partner in that way, but also don't be too rigid in terms of, you know, this is how we've always worked. You know, at one point we looked at trying to kind of streamline all of our houses to be within the same model. Because we've got a few with different places, and some we pay lease and some we pay down. And, you know, just try and get them all within the same pattern was just not going to work. And we just realised we needed to be flexible, because some house owners think that they need to have a really exact contract that they sign up to, you know, for this many years. Other people just want a handshake and really don't want a piece of paper. So obviously we definitely do have a piece of paper, but you know, it just helps to be creative in that sense. Yeah. Any questions?